So I think I showed you on the last one I built these Volkswagen exhaust or whatever adapters. They come with this attached. There's no way to take this out without cutting it. Really. I guess I could try to grind this weld. Success. Challenge succeeded. Just had to grind her a little. Got her out. The other night when I was thinking about how to do this, I had a brainstorm. Why not use a Volkswagen bit to also attach my burn chamber? So this is going to go on the front of the barrel. This will be the burn chamber. I'm going to have to extend this a little bit. I'll have to use a little short piece of pipe. So I put the thing on there, you know, I had it on there. I got a marker. I marked it out as close to the edge as I can. It wouldn't go all the way out to the edges. I used a big marker. So what I'm going to do is grab my grinder with a cutoff wheel and just start a cut here. Good enough. Alright. Got my furnace cement from last year when I did this. I bought some more stuff at Menards, but it was only 1300 degrees. This is 2000 degrees. I think I got this at a place that sells stoves. So, I have to get some more of this. I just noticed I did make one mistake. I probably should have burned the barrel before I did all this. But then again, this stuff is good for 2000 degrees. I don't think burning the paint off is going to get that hot, so should be okay. In theory. We'll see. I always redo it. I don't want to drill through both pipes, just this outside bit. You also want to use a drill that's bigger than your screw so that it'll spin, because your screw needs to be able to grab the pipe. If it's grabbing on this, it's just going to bend your pipe instead of cutting into it. Self-tapping 1/2 inch hex screws. They're basically for stovepipe. They cost 5 cents a piece? Is that right? Anyhow, so they are. Got a hex head and flat bit. And those worked through the sides to hold the stovepipe. I just did here, here, and here because I want the bottom smooth, or basically smooth, so it's easier to clean out. I didn't want a screw sticking out. I could still probably cut these off a little bit. Oh yeah, I totally screwed up using that cement. You're supposed to damp the area with water before you put it on, you know, clean it off good and all that shit. Well, I did none of that, so oh wells. It'll still probably work. If you build one, you might want to do it the right way though. Let me fuck up so you don't have to. There you go. Lesson to live by. You're probably gonna have a hard time seeing this, but I changed my design slightly. Right now I got that little double 6-inch piece that's still attached in there. I stuck some fire rope or whatever you call it right around that 6-inch between the screws in it, just for an little bit extra seal. Really probably didn't have to do that at all, but I had extra short little piece laying around, so I figured what the hell, just stick it in there. I put one screw in the top of that elbow. The upright is attached to it already, so there's just one screw holding it on top. Gravity and that'll do the rest there. I don't know if you can really. So there's the heat riser inside of it. I still have to insulate with an 8-inch pipe, but that's going to come later. Right now, and there's that Volkswagen adapter like I showed you before. Got to put another one on the back at the exhaust. It's probably going to end up being up above this ring. One thing to caution, before dropping this thing in here, although with this big gap it'll be easy to grab, but if you centered your pipe better, you might want to put some screws in this or something, so you can pull it back out if you have to. I made it to the store the other day. I picked up a few things. I got my second barrel stove kit. And I was wrong. It was actually $40, $39.95. I thought it was $35, but anyhow. That is the only part we need. The other stuff is just extra. Oh, grabbed an 8-inch trim piece to cover up our little oopsie. That'll be nice. Oh! Also, picked up a small bag of perlite. That was only like $12, $13 for that huge bag. Found it at a gardening place. So that's the place to get it, that's for sure. I probably paid $7 for those small bags I was using. I bought 2 of those bags. So what I'm going to do now is actually I'm going to dump some of the perlite in this small plastic barrel here, and then I'm gonna scoop out what I already put in the stove with the clay, because I want to mix it with more perlite. I could probably just go straight perlite, but perlite is so fine. I want something a little bit heavier to keep it together, not blow around easily. I'm gonna seal it, but still, I don't know. I don't really want to go straight perlite, I don't think. Show you what I got so far here. You see that lid doesn't fit quite right because the barrels are slightly different. What I'm going to do is use some of that high temp sealant around the edges. That center hopefully will be covered up for the most part by the 8-inch pipe and that other little bracket I bought. So what I'm going to do now is, I have to measure, but this is 6-inch pipe, the bigger pipe's 8-inch. So it should mean all I gotta do is mark around 1 inch down on this piece. Let's see. Mark all the way around 1 inch down, right around here. Then cut slits, bend it over so this will fit over the 6-inch pipe and center. And then I'll measure the other piece to go on top of this, and then I'll fill it up with insulation. And then our heat riser will be done. Oh, I have to bend the other end too, probably. There you go. It's not round right now, that's just because of this. You just have to push it a little bit. Go see if that'll fit. And I'm probably going to put some sealant around the bottom. There we go. So I put a nice bead on there. Oh, hand out again. Goddamn hand cramps, I tell you. They're the worst. Oh. Come on, baby. Get on there. So there you go. We got it. Got it on there. I got all my cuts. So there you go, that bit's basically done. Got it all sealed. So it's been almost 2 hours. Almost 2 hours since I put that stuff on. And I'm getting tired of waiting. It should be good enough. I just found this in my scrap pile from an old barbecue. Pick up barbecues at the dump. I'm going to cut out a section to go in my burn chamber. That's more airflow underneath. Got some paper from the other day and part of a squirrel's nest. Good old dry shit. see it's sucking the smoke in. Ooh. Boy, do we have a rocket. That pipe's got its oil on it, it's burning off, but it's sucking the smoke down back in, see? Oh, you can see that. And then up here, we had a good rocket going for a second. Alright, I marked out a hole approximately in the back. Doesn't have to be quite so. Oh yeah, this is a hole there. That works. Put the strap across the top with the hooks. You gotta have a decent sized hooks. But then you can re-straighten your barrel. With the lid on. Didn't. Strap on. I'm gonna go look see if I have some more gasket. I don't think I have enough, but we'll see. So there's a little bit of smoke escaping right here, and that is where the gasket met. At first I had it overlapping, but then it was too long, but then it shrunk again. So that's my problem. I'm just gonna put some cement right there, just a little bead. That'll fix it. Check this out. Fire! And even with that little bit of paint that's there, check this out. Not much smoke at all. And look, we got a what? 24-inch chimney on this thing? And it's drawn like crazy. No back smoke, nothing. Let's see. Go that end up. So this is good go on. Approximately something like that. Alright, so I bent over the end there. Now, I didn't measure anything because I didn't have time to look for everything, so I just did it. And hopefully it'll fit now. That's looking pretty darn nice actually right there. So now, gotta fill that up. First I'm gonna wrap back, I'm gonna find my gloves. I got some gloves out here I've been using for insulation and for this header wrap. So I don't get that shit all over my hands. So first what I'm gonna do, like I did before, is put this header wrap around. Use these extra bit, and that'll keep it from leaking. You know, because we got all those little cuts. So put this on first, and that way the insulation won't fall out as easy. Shouldn't fall out. And it'll insulate this a little bit that otherwise wouldn't be insulated. So that's basically it. We'll just let that hang. It's all metal. It's just metal mesh, basically, woven together. It won't burn. At least I haven't gotten it to burn yet. You'd have to get fucking hot. Okay. Next step is get the insulation. So that's done. Nasty stuff. Oh. Anyhow, there you have it. Insulated. I might just leave it like this. I could always seal this or something. But this stuff actually doesn't blow around all that easy. You know, once it's in there. It has some weight to it. It's just really dusty. I mean, you know, when you're pouring it. So I'm basically sticking it past the front of this. If it comes back further, we'll get backdraft. And I got my damper open. Okay. I see a little bit of smoke's coming out from that match. Probably should push the papers in just a little bit more here. Oh, there. And that won't smoke. A lot of paper, so I got resort to cardboard that doesn't like to start as easy because it's wet. Put it back up. It's a pretty good burn. I mean, 600 is my, you know, that's kind of what it runs. Unless I get it going good, I could get up to 700, a little over 700. Temps in here, well, the wall is about 34, just over there. Here's the stove. Wall right there is already 60. So, and I don't have the temperature gauge out here in here. More the far wall, about, you know, 34 degrees. It was right around freezing today. Snow started to melt a little bit, so it was a little warmer day. 300 degrees right there. More heat's going through the system now that I shielded that. I don't remember it being quite that hot that far down the pipe before. temps up here. 300. 400 closer to the top almost. And then, 550 to 600. I closed down the damper slightly. Temp on the top of the sleeve. 400, still pretty hot. On the side, 200. That's a lot better than 1,000 though. Right now it would be over 1,000 here. Right down here, it would be easy 1,200 degrees where that fire is kicking ass. So that's a huge difference. Well, here, let's show you on the inside if I can. It won't read it, it's too hot. Right there at the feed tube, 900 degrees. And that the whole thing was that temp. Let's see. This stuff's hot. That's like 400 too. That's a lot of wraps. Alright, I just got the old rocket stove set up in the semi-trailer. It's an, if I remember right, 60 or 80 foot trailer. It used to be a reefer there, and now I got windows. And as you can see, I put a piece of metal across the window, screwed it in outside, so there's like no gap other than right around where where the stovepipe's going out. Alright, it's kind of loud because I got the fan set up now, right in the corner, blowing across real nice. It's getting actually pretty warm back here. I've only been running this, I don't know, 15 minutes, something. But it's heating it up nice in here. A bit. Alright, let's go outside. Okay, it's burning clean now. I can't see any smoke. Alright, I got it burning pretty good now with, I think, some ash. It's not all good wood, but it's decent. And we got some pretty good temps going here. That's some of the highest temps I've seen, I think. But, and this might even do better, or who knows, with once I replace this lid with a flat lid instead of this misshapen one. It's all bent up right. That's my next project. 703. Let's check the stovepipe. It's only 280 at the stovepipe. That means most of the heat coming out of this is staying in the semi. Yeah, look at that. 200, 221. I'll open this window and take the screen out. Ooh, it's really hot over here. I'm gonna have to plug in the fan soon. It's really hot right behind it. I can see, maybe. Yeah, maybe you can't. Stovepipe. Let me turn my flashlight off. There you go. It's right there. Not much stovepipe. Let's check it. 120. Only 140 hitting the roof. That should be the hottest exhaust point is right in there where the exhaust's hitting. Smoke is pretty much completely clear. That means it's a super efficient burn. That is pretty decent, 170, eh? Down here, it's fully insulated, and look at that. It's still 40 degrees only down here. You see that? There you go. Look at that, 20 degrees because of the insulation. 40, you'll see when the insulation stops. 60, there we go. Now we're getting into some heat. Pretty cool, eh? Love this thing. I gotta build more rocket stoves, man. I forgot how much I love this thing because I haven't been using it. And now that I have it out in the semi, I'm going to use it more. So, yeah.